So we're here at LEAF 2012, and you had a presentation today, right?
Yeah, hi. So I'm Fabian Hemmert and
I'm Tom Bieling.
we work at the Design Research Lab in Berlin, and we are researching the future of mobile phones. And for example, we built a mobile phone that gets thicker when there's more information inside, and that gets heavier on one side when you have to navigate into that direction. So we do haptic displays in phones.
And so, did you talk about that, just that? What did you talk about also in your keynote?
No, in the keynote we talked about how to combine social innovation and technological innovation, because for a long time innovation has been rather technical, more megapixels, more megabytes, but today, well, it doesn't help that much to have only technological progress. It's always in the social context, how do we live together? And that's why we have to get people in and use participatory methods.
So, you're going to make an improved Facebook? What is it going to end up in your work?
No, I think it won't be an improved Facebook, no.
Where does it go? In hardware?
Well, it's communication concepts. Most of the things people asked for were ways to be more polite, to have a communication timeout. It's all about less information, basically. So that's rather where it's going at. Yeah.
So what kind of other things are you researching?
One aspect is that's the one I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It's called the mobile long glove, which is a communication device that helps deafblind people to communicate with each other or communicate with non-deafblind persons. So it's basically it's a glove using the hand as an intuitive interface.
So, people who can't see, who can't hear,
exactly,
they can communicate.
Exactly, yeah. Deafblind people, well, some deafblind people originally have already have the possibility to use the hand as a tactile information system. So there are certain characters assigned to certain areas of the hand. This works already. We both are deafblind and we are just talking to each other, you know. And but this only works by touching each other. Now with the glove, we are able to overcome the barrier of distance. So we would still be able to talk to each other over distance. I would use my hand. I'm deafblind. Fabian might be not deafblind, and he's using his phone. So my information, I'm just pointing on the glove, would be readable on his device, or he could hear it on his device, and he could also answer by writing or talking to me, and I would feel his information on my hand. So it's kind of a translator communicative device.
So it's a useful wearable glove for people who really need it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're also going to do you talk about the wearable computing, or what's going to be like?
I mean, our PhD candidate colleague, Katarina, she's working on textile interactions, so what happens in the future when the computer and the mobile phone disappear, and maybe it disappears into the clothing. So how will we, what are textile ways of interaction? We don't want a button here, we don't want a touch screen here, it's rather with the textile itself.
So the jacket becomes electronic somehow?
Exactly, yeah. So if, for example...
But it still looks like a jacket.
Yeah. But if I'm a stroke patient maybe, and I don't feel well, I need an emergency button, I just rip off the pocket. And then we call the ambulance.
And what kind of other crazy ideas are you working on?
So what I find interesting is that in the future, we as a generation grew up with the idea that we can't touch information. You have a mouse in between, you have a keyboard in between, there's a distant screen. But the new generation grows up with touch screens. They can touch information, so they have a whole different bodily feeling for information, which will be very interesting.
So it's not just researching a tablet, but getting further than that?
Oh, it's a relationship of the mind, the body, and the digital. That's what we're researching.
Cool. So lots of fields are involved in there, right? It's not just not just programming.
No, not just programming, not just design, not just technology. So it includes many social aspects and
pedagogy. What do you call it?
Sorry.
Like pedagogy or what?
Pedagogics.
Learning stuff.
Yeah. It's very multidisciplinary.
Cool.